Alrighty. I'm gonna change her back to pretty much the handler outfit. Welcome back to me playing Monster Hunter World.
Now we just need to track down that Tigrex and Brachydios.
My goal is going to be progressing the story again like usual. I've done a handful of grinding in the background. I've even started a quest, which I probably shouldn't have, being the Final Fantasy collab quest. So next time we're in Astera, it's just going to be Final Fantasy music. Alright, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that to fireproof just so I don't have to deal with blast blight. I'm just going to then... Alright. With this, we are given the assigned quest of hunting a Tigrex and a Brachydios. So we have 2nd generation and 3rd generation. Also, I completed pretty much... I've done a lot in the meantime, including trying to get almost every single low-high rank quest done. And I've almost done that. The only problem is I'm not master rank 50, or high rank 50 yet, which has prevented me from gaining the ability to just get those done and dealt with. So anyways, now I have a smashing cross counter and absolute power. Unlimited power! However, I myself personally love Brachydios. Though Tigrex is one of my favorites. He was a monster I hunted a ton in 4 Ultimate, and I do have a fondness for him and his dual blades just being very just simple blades of a but to me it's a classic monster, and this is actually the one I probably hunted the most because Brachydios weapons in 3 Ultimate were broken, busted as hell and more, and well, I'm gonna go and hunt him, because that broken weapon is just nostalgic to me.
If Brachydios is known for anything, it's slime. That and a pair of guns that'll even make the chef jealous.
Brachydios, the little Mac boxer of them all. Though, if you're a fan of JoJo, you will have seen a lot of Brachydios stuff, probably. Because, yeah, he will punch out a guy. And, well, I don't find any tracks, but I do find Aragon tracks. That'll be fun to see. Something was here, leaving those marks everywhere. Whenever I saw that Aragon, my immediate thought was, did that Brachydios slowly just repeatedly punch him over and over to leave all those slime marks on him? That must have been brutal.
That slime is extremely volatile. Touch it and it could explode.
Introduce Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, good old-fashioned Brachydios. If you've ever played 3 Ultimate, and you would know the brokenness that was slime in that game. That thing could pretty much... The most infamous thing being probably the Kelpie bow out of everything. Now, when he's in his regular mode, he'll just leave slime puddles everywhere, but if you manage to piss him off when he's enraged, that slime becomes something else. Actually, just becomes something very known. Instantly detonating constantly. My goal is going to just simply... If I remember correctly, head and hands can be broken, tail can be severed, and I don't know if there's any other parts that can be broken on him. But I know I want to at least get that head piece broken on him. Because more often than not, that's the thing you need to obliterate first. Nope. The nice thing about him is that he clearly has a flow to his battle. Really do I feel like he's relentless, but so consistent.
That slime is prone to blow. Better do something quick before you get blown to bits.
If you get hit while you're slimed, you will take extra damage. So be careful about that. Alright, let's see. With that, goal is going to be... No, I should just drink another potion. I think I should grab that item. Ow. Part of the reason why I'm using Fireproof Mantle is because it does prevent blast and slime blight, so... Destroy that. Keep firing. Monster with good speed, but just keep laying fire on him. Just keep fire. Alright, in range, which means now he's going to be a lot more dangerous. I also finally got the final Palico gadget, which will be this, which will help summon more things to help us. Gel Rider, and usually an animal of some variety native to the area. I myself do love this monster. I will say my favorite thing is his dual blades in the older games. Though they don't really have those designs for his dual blades in this game unless you use the, well, something for later. I just got 2 shots off of the face. Nope. Nope. Just keep focusing on the face, keep blasting it. I know I should be using the Clutch Claw more for these hunts. I know it will give me more damage, but I keep forgetting. one of those it's one of those habits I'm terrible at actually doing. You know what? I got this mantle specifically to help with that because temporal mantle will prevent me from getting hurt so long as it's active. Nope. Oh. Come on. Okay, that should be good. Alright. Alright. Come on. Head broken. Time for the hands. That's the new focus. Break the boxing gloves. Nice. Alright. Broken hands. Nice. Alright, what remains is just taking out the Brachydios stuff. Nope. Just keep rolling until it's off. We're gonna cleanse it. Too lazy. Push out of the way. Back. Alright. Alright, got those all settled. On to the next. But, yeah, just... I will say there's a bit of vindication when I watched that cutscene for the first time. Oh, come on. Yes, I'll hit it still. Like, please ammo fade before you actually hit it. But I'll be honest, my least favorite hunt in 3 Ultimate was Uragaan, and my favorite hunt was probably Brachydios in that game. One of my favorite hunts, at least. It's nearly impossible to ever fully consider your favorite of anything when playing these games. Shoot. Alright, let's see. Starting to drop ammo naturally means he's getting close to death. So I'll just keep firing until fine. Skull and cross, skulls pierced, just tranquilizer. Alright.
I'll just leave Tigrex. Want to head back for a quick rest first?
With that, I think we got another bit of the story coming up. Because if you don't get that option to be able to return to camp, something's happening, probably. The fact I get it first try when it's something I always had to farm 500 times to get. Welcome to Desire Sensor.
We're halfway there.
I'm counting on you.
Kinda surprised that we didn't have a cutscene. Well. Yeah, if you want to join, just send the request over to me. But I'm willing to have you on again. On to a hunt that's gonna kick my butt. On to a hunt that's gonna kick my teeth. On to a hunt that's gonna kick my feet. Out from under me. On to a hunt that's gonna kick my teeth. I'm not excited for the Tigrex. I like the Tigrex, but it will kill me. I expect to faint at least once. This'll be an interesting hunt. Alright. Absolute power. New monsters are popping up everywhere due to Velkana's influence. Even the Rotten Vale, head out there and investigate Tigrex. Its ear-piercing roar will kill you. First time I fought this thing, I'm pretty sure it was in 4 Ultimate, and it was online, and I met somebody. I'll be honest, it was fun to see the monster that was in the intro cutscene for that game, and then just see, oh, I get to fight it myself. Now, if my memory's correct, he is going to be in one of these areas. I don't know if he's going to be high or low. Worst case, I'm just going to run through several locations at once. And inevitably just find him. Since I don't get the icon for Rotobahn, I don't need to track the Tigrex, I need to track the Rotobahn. That's with the Tigrex. I don't need to find it. I need to find what it's hunting. And this should probably get me what I need. Interesting. It's time we go over here. Alright, what's the game telling me? Alright, well, I think my theory just went kaput because it's all culminating into that corner there, not actually somewhere useful. Alright, where would it be? Bite marks, that should get me a trail. It's gonna be on area 4 if I just went that way. I'm gonna pretty much just run around in a circle and be like, oh, it's right where you left. Yep. The fact it just bites into the Rotobot to stop it. Well, it's still rolling. Tigrex. Now, a fun part of Tigrex is the fact that his roar is an actual projectile. Able to scream so loud that it actually hurts. Nope. Okay, keep running. I know you placed down the signal, but why is no one joining us, Pike? Pike, please get some people. There you are. I'm really annoyed right now because the best thing for actually taking out a Tigrex is for it to get enraged. Alright. We're also curious what's happening in the meantime. I spent my time in between hunts going for Nagakuga's armor for this skill, True Razor Sharp. Razor Sharp plus True Spare Shot. Basically, every once in a while, I don't spend a bullet, and that is actually a really good skill for a gunner. His head has a Pierce Plus, so my Pierce Bowgun does even more damage every time I fire it now. Meaning, I am deadlier than I was before. That is pretty dang good to have. Enraged. You'll see that his blood flow starts getting, it looks like it's molten on the inside. And with that, he will be weaker in those areas and take more damage. For example, his hands before will only take about 7, they're now taking about 10 points of damage for every shot I'm doing. So once he is enraged, you're on the up and up. Though, be wary, as he will be more ferocious and hit more often. I am still a bowgun user. Defense is not my weapon's strong suit. Staying as far away as possible from the enemy is. Hello, 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 dear guest.
Hello, 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 good bitch.
How are you?
I'm good. I just got home a little bit ago.
Ah. Hopefully you don't mind me just all of a sudden streaming. I'm not sure if you would have been in the mood anyways. It's just one of those.
Well, when you started streaming, I was actually out. I was doing DoorDashing.
Ah, so you're doing the delivery.
Yeah, wanted to make some money before later today so I could get some dinner.
Hooray. The gig economy. Everyone loves it. To those that don't know, I'm being sarcastic.
But yeah, I was dashing when I got the notification.
Yeah. Oh god,
So
this is gonna kill me, this is gonna kill me, this is gonna kill me. Goddamn Tigrex.
So I figured, when I get home, I might as well just ask if I could join.
Yep. Ah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is a really bad hunt for a heavy bowgun. I knew I was gonna die at least once on this. I knew I was gonna faint at least once on this hunt, but I did not expect it to be this brutal. I shouldn't. Hey. Friendly Palka? No. They were going to give me a health, and then I just got immediately hit in the face.
Sounds like fun.
It's a Tigrex, and I'm using a ranged weapon when I am used to fighting this thing up close, personal, and with a melee weapon. So I'm not used to fighting it on these terms.
Depending on when I get home tomorrow, or today I guess, but tomorrow for you. Are you up for streaming Elden Ring? See if we can finish it.
That is a maybe, and I'll, basically my D&D group were thinking about doing a game on Friday, and it'd be one of the games I'm a part of.
Okay. I'll message you when I'm on my way home.
Yeah.
And, we'll go
that
from there.
should at least give me the opportunity to determine, like, what's their plan and everything, and see if I'll be able to or not. Tigrex spawn kicked me.
That's odd.
Oh, come on, my shield was up. That should not have hit.
Well, it did.
Come on, focus on... Oh, no, 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 no. Keep focusing on the cats, please. Stop focusing on the Wiggler. But I'm still surprised. Yeah, no, I've been wearing the Wiggler hat for a while, and I love this thing.
Right
you
now,
do
I'm
know
just
the
playing
dumb
Spider-Man.
thing I used to do when wearing it, right?
Not really. I draw blanks.
I got the dream, after the camera, last time, favorite place I would just make to you. I just wanted to enough.
How much of that did you understand?
None of it!
I actually just do this. I just cover my mouth and just speak like I normally would, because I'm assuming if I'm wearing a giant mask like this, I'm just gonna be muffled like this. That's what I said.
Yeah, no,
or
makes
something
sense.
akin to that. It's one of those
Right
like
now I'm just playing Spider-Man.
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 The man of a spider, the
does
emissary
what
of hell.
Ron Spider-Man.
But it is Spider-Man.
No, that's Spider-Man.
Oh god, I don't know why. I'm just remembering a stupid joke from TFS, from their what was it? Like their DBZ Kai, and it's just remember when you're saying plus ultra, you must say like a Japanese man and go plus ultra. Anyways, I'm gonna go bang Dekarot's mom. Shut up, Professor Oak, that bitch.
Also, I just realized that the suit that I had equipped was the Spider-Verse spider suit.
So you're a depressed father.
Yes. Oh no, at this time I'm just depressed.
Ah.
Now I have the Arachnid Rider, so I have the urge to say henshin all the time.
Do you have the urge to just pull out a gun and start gunning down people?
Weirdly enough, a little, yeah.
Remember,
I want a Megazord.
Spider-Man doesn't have a no guns policy.
I mean, a version of Spider-Man did have a gun.
I mean, I know there are several, like, more darker Spider-Man, like a Last Stand's one that I know is a costume in that game, right?
Yes, that's the one where he has the leather jacket. That's honestly a personal favorite of mine.
Yep. I know I know, 2099 is just a classic one.
Well, there's two 2099 ones. There's the black one, which is just... I don't know why it's all black. It's actually blue.
It's the fun thing of in lighting comics. The way you light black stuff is with a blue tint rather than just something else most times. It's why like the symbiote has a blue tint to it most times, because that's just how they do it in comics.
Fair enough. But there's also the white suit, the white 2099 suit, which I'm pretty sure isn't a suit, it's a robot.
All I know is that Miguel is like Irish and Hispanic.
Yes.
So he's two types of filthy. No. Terrible joke. He's two types of immigrant. The worst.
Yeah. He's also
those damn Irish.
If you think about it, he also has a mutation.
Those filthy mutant Irish.
Oh, we are going to hell for that.
Look, the only reason I'm making fun of the Irish is because I am Irish.
So am I. And we also know an Irish.
Look, the fact is, let's be honest, most of Ireland left Ireland because of the potato famines and other things. Look, I'm also British, so I can speak shit upon the British government at that time. No, they were straight up, like, that's a soft level genocide that they are pulling off.
Let's see. I am British, Irish, Scottish.
French. I'm French.
Yep. So am I. I'm a melting pot, basically.
I'm white as fuck.
And I'm fast as fuck.
I'm trying to think, like, I might have some, like, I actually might have some trace of Native American on my father's side, but sadly I do not know enough of my father's genealogy, nor does anyone on my father's side really focus on genealogy, sadly.
I'm pretty sure I'm Navajo.
Well, it's one of those where I'm, like, a great-great-great-great-grandpa was pretty much... I think it was, like, Hispanic and Native American. That's what their descent... So it's that, but it's just, I don't remember where.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna go through each of the suits.
Welcome back. I'm glad you're back in one. I'm glad you're in one piece. Thanks to the field
Honestly,
team's efforts, we've gathered enough tracks to ascertain Velkhana's whereabouts. That's no small feat, thank you. The Elder's Recess, that's where we'll find it. Even by Elder standards, Velkhana's too powerful a force. Left alone, the entire New World ecosystem will be wiped out. That includes us. Our immediate goal is to drive it back to the hinterlands where it belongs, for now. That's enough. Alright. Time to stand up and fight for our survival. I gotta accept a tale of fire and ice. Well, this'll be a Game of Thrones.
Jesus Christ.
Look, I'll be honest, I can make that joke. It's a good one. And they're probably making that reference.
So, let's start with the advanced suit. Honestly, I feel like it's too... one of the common criticisms is the red parts seem a little more orange, which that is a fair criticism.
I can't give visual reference. If anyone's wondering what we're talking about, look up the Spider-Man suits for PlayStation. Look up the Sony. What is it? What's the
Marvel Spider-Man PS4 suits?
Yeah, look up Spider-Man PS4 suits, and you'll get them.
Classic damaged. Honestly, it's okay. It is what it is. It's a cosmetic thing.
You can look like you're just stopping a train.
Actually, no.
It kind of does look like Maguire's a bit.
Classic repaired. Honestly, solid suit.
It's the generic Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spider Noir. Honestly, I love this Noir suit. I just wish he had the jacket and the fedora.
It's a really good look if you want to punch Nazis. Speaking of which, at least I of Animal Farm Streams condone punching Nazis.
Scarlet Spider. I'm a sucker for the... When I say Scarlet Spider, I mean the original, with the sleeveless hoodie.
Well, it's one of my favorite things. Okay. I'm going to go on a small tangent about something. So, you do know what happens where Scarlet Spider ends up going, right?
Yes.
Where does he end up after he leaves New York?
Okay, I don't know where he ends up, but I do know a lot of his story.
He ends up in Las Vegas.
Of course he does.
Okay, but Ted, you've been to Vegas. You know how many tall buildings there are here?
Yes.
None. So I always wonder, how the fuck does he get around?
Ben, why the hell did you choose Vegas of all places?
Okay, unless you're swinging down the Las Vegas Strip constantly, cool. But seriously, how... There is, no tall buildings here in Vegas. Even our downtown only has, a few tall buildings. We did not build up in any way here. We built out.
Yeah, no.
So I always just wonder, how does he get around? Oh, hey, we have a cutscene. You mind if you're quiet for a little bit, Ted?
Sure. Hey. Just let me know when I can talk.
Before I left, my grandfather gave me this shard. I think he brought it back from the New World. Yeah, I know. The rules say take nothing back. But still, he wanted me to... Partner, tell me, why do you think people leave their homes, and also their loved ones, knowing that they may never make it back home? I wonder what my grandfather was thinking, bringing this thing back with him. He was a carefree man, but he took researching this very seriously. In the end, he never did find out what it was. Why did he bring it back with him? Why me? Maybe he was thinking, she'll get the job done. 40 years ago, their expedition failed, so they left it to the next generation, hoping we'll succeed. And now we're here because someone believed in us. So you know what? We won't fail. I know it. Let's get you ready, partner. There's still work to do.
Cutscene over.
What could have brought Velkhana to the Elder's Recess?
Cool.
I will say, goddamn, I don't get why people don't look. I'm going to just constantly harp on about this. The handler is absolutely adorable. Why do people think she looks bad? No, she's an adorable bean. Look at her.
I can't.
Well, look, when you play the game, I'm just going to, next time, I'm going to tell you just stare at the handler. Look how adorable she is. Look how adorable she is. I still don't get the hate for the character. A lot of people, for some reason, just do not like her for... And I do not get it. Alright. Well, let's go and hunt an Elder Dragon.
No.
It's gonna be a pretty cool thing, as we are made men by the ice. Undone by the ice. We are born of the ice.
Let's see what's next. Yes, the Spider Armor Mark II suit. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the yellow spider emblem and the yellow coloration. That's the only thing that turns me off with this suit.
Meanwhile, I'm just watching Velkhana freeze the ground underneath. You know what is really cool?
Ice?
Honestly, like the fractals that come from ice, like rapidly forming ice. Like snowflakes and stuff like that. Those are always cool to see. Then again, this also might just be because I am never surrounded by this stuff living in the desert.
Yeah, no.
Like, for me, ice is practically a myth. I joke about it all the time. The closest experience I have to seeing ice is ice on mountains surrounding me.
Yeah, but that don't count.
Well, the good news is I am able to drop a crystal on top of its head.
Honestly, you wanna know what's one show that honestly looks pretty fucking good?
What's the show?
Friendly Neighborhood Spider.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping it's good.
I've heard great things. Season 1 just ended.
Oh. Yeah, because it's taken stuff from MCU more than comics, from what I understand with it, correct?
Yeah, so the thing is, when it was first announced, it was meant to be in the MCU. The problem with it is when it was announced, a lot of like older it was supposed to take place in
It's supposed to take place in... Oh no, what happened?
PlayStation activate. The PlayStation's voice thing activated.
So what were you saying? It was gonna be MCU at first, but then what?
The problem with the idea of it taking place in the MCU is some of the villains, actually, and other side characters, like Doctor Strange was gonna appear and all that, and Doc Ock was going to be an antagonist. The problem with that is Peter first met Doctor Strange during Infinity War and only met Doc Ock in No Way Home.
Yeah, I mean, Doc Ock.
So,
multiverse theory's a bitch.
Yeah, so with that, they actually takes place it's actually no longer canon in the MCU.
It's no longer Universe 99999, isn't it?
199999.
199999, got it. Because I know Miguel got pissed off at that Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And I will say that is the universe it will be, as far as I care, in my own listing of the multiverse.
Yeah, no. The only movie in the MCU that has stated that it's Earth 616 is Multiverse of Madness, and I'm like, that ain't Earth 616.
Yeah, and even, I mean, that might be 616 in their categorization, but...
Yeah.
I'm willing to trust the multiverse travel like Miguel a bit more than just a group of like the Illuminati. I don't trust the Illuminati.
I never trust. Those guys got their asses handed to them.
Oh god, that's still one of my favorite goddamn videos I've ever seen.
What?
Have you seen the one where when they're introducing Xavier, he just does like a trick off a ramp and like skates around?
Yes.
That is the best meme ever.
It is so dumb, but I love it.
Also, guess what happened?
What?
I shot Valkana, and then Valkana stabbed me, but I triggered the boss defeat cutscene.
Beautiful.
I ate shit, but I won. I got better. And now...
You died? Did you die?
I'm not dead. He says to the giant. And now we get to see Fear the Old Ice.
But anyway, so... on the topic of Miguel, you want to know what's one thing I find ironic that I don't know if I mentioned it?
What?
So you know how the two people he trusts the most are Ben Reilly and Jessica Drew?
Yeah.
All three of them don't fit the canon event.
Yeah, that's one of those fun things of they're not traditional Spider-Men.
Because with Miguel, he wasn't banned by a radioactive spider. To my knowledge, his DNA was actually spliced.
Yeah.
Ben is a clone, and Jessica Drew, depending on the universe, is also a clone. Because in Earth 1610, that's the Marvel Ultimates, the one with Miles. She is a clone.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, when I saw Across the Spider-Verse, I'm like, oh, you bastard.
You question the canon events, yet you also pick people who do not have canon events.
It's one of those things where I find it hilarious, and I don't think the other members of the Spider Society know. So, okay, when it comes to the whole thing with the Spider Society, there are members.
Wait. Ted, we're watching an old lady die. for losing our Aunt
sorry.
May.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And with that, the tracker falls down a ravine. She'll be fine.
Do I talk now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, the thing is, I think there are some spiders within this universe who are part of the Spider Society who I think would side with Miles. Like, there's obviously the group from Into the Spider-Verse.
Wait, I have a thing. The hunters successfully repelled Velkhana back to the hinterlands, but the Elder Dragon's power remains undiminished. Perhaps there's more that lies ahead.
Did I continue now?
Yep.
There's also Pavatar and Hobie, because they literally join Gwen. But, so, the next one may seem weird, but I honestly think Insomniac Peter would also join in finding Miles, because he has a Miles in his universe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Honestly, I also think Spectacular version of Spider-Man, like from the Spectacular Spider-Man, would also join.
Well, he was one of the people who was trying to convince Miles, yeah, canon events need to happen, though.
I believe it might have something to do with the starting.
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of things can change.
Oh yeah, no. There will be things that probably change.
Then there's no time to waste. Field provisions, tech. We need to fortify our defenses. We'll provide weapons support.
Like, the way I see it,
That is all. Dismissed.
there are no clear villains in. I mean, obviously there's the Spot, but he's not really considered a threat. Yeah.
Yeah, totally not a threat. Cut to happen.
Okay, let me rephrase that. When he was first introduced.
Yeah, when he was first introduced, I don't disagree.
But the way I see it, there is a clear difference between an antagonist and a villain.
Yeah.
I think the main antagonist for Across the Spider-Verse is Miguel.
We have to find Velkhana. Let's take an expedition out into the Hoarfrost Reach. The chief said he was worried.
So the thing about
I wonder what.
the reason why I think Miguel is more of the antagonist is because he basically took his counterpart's place when he essentially broke the canon event.
We have to find Velkhana.
So, in that case, he has no one to blame but himself for what happened.
He was worried about
He does. Well, it's very clear he blames himself to a degree that it's gone to the point he projects it to others.
Like, the thing is, Miles already started his canon event. Because the thing is, he already lost his uncle.
Yeah, I mean, that is part of the evidence that Miguel used, but you need to lose. You need to lose Chief. Like, the police chief or someone of that nature close to you. And who's the police chief that's close to him? You're my
His own
dad.
dad.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But the canon events must occur. The suffering must occur. The canon must occur. The suffering must occur.
I will do a soul blast.
Reminds me. Take care out there.
Alright. Got new quest, got another
Get
quest.
it done for me, will ya?
I have unlocked 5 different quests practically in a row. Hooray.
Like, so the thing is, I don't understand why Peter B. Parker went with Miguel, was on Miguel's side.
It's clear he was... It's one of those where it's kind of a bit of just the entire mob mentality, the entire scene taking over, and even he, like, started to question himself after a bit, too.
Honestly, one of my favorite characters will always be Hobie.
I mean, look, I don't believe he's a character. He doesn't accept labels.
Okay, fair. Fair enough.
He is unironically one of the best representations of a punk you could do, because he knows he is both able to just keep saying bullshit, but knows he can back his bullshit up with actual rhetoric behind it. Like, he clearly has a lackadaisical way he presents himself, but that man is very, very intelligent. Like, he's an anarchist in the way of an actual anarchist.
Yeah.
He believes in the best of people and that people should be able to guide themselves and not be forced under the whim of some corrupt force and governance. But he also knows sometimes you have to play that system, even temporarily, to figure out why is that system corrupt, and how to properly fight against it and find your own way in that conflict.
Yeah, no.
He is.
Like, honestly, one of my favorite parts about Hobie is he recognizes he is adamantly against the idea of the society keeping the truth away from Miles. He basically, from what I remember, because it has been a couple of years, he actually disagrees with, because he knew Gwen was there.
Yeah.
And never didn't tell him.
Yeah. One of my favorite lines is, "Hobie, you're not helping. Good." Because he's constantly pushing Miles to ask questions, to have doubt, to find out the truth, and to look at the system and be himself, and to not fall in line with everything.
Yeah, because that's the whole point of his own, like, universe. Like, he fights the system quite a bit.
He's a punk. And while I don't speak for while I myself am not speaking for Animal Farm streams, I will say, knowing punks and what they would say, if you do like Hobie and you see his merch in a non-locally owned business and some kind of major corporation, he would tell you, steal his merch.
Fight the system. Fight the power.
Question yourself. Question if you are the power.
It's instinct to stand and fight.
And if you have the power, fight it.
And remember, knowing is half the battle.
The other half is incredible violence.
I mean, hell, look. When given no opportunity for peaceful revolution, you only inspire violent revolution. And you know what? Sometimes, as I said, I do condone punching Nazis. This is not and if you think that's political, I mean, yeah, it is. It's extremely political. Fuck Nazis. Like, do not have sex with them. Like, have them be fucked up. Yes.
Kamen would like to kick Nazis with you. Would you like to kick Nazis with Kamen Rider?
I mean, here's the thing. And if you are getting if you do not feel comfortable with me saying that, ask yourself, why? Why would that not be comfortable? Like I said, knowing is half the battle. So question, why are you not okay with Nazis being kicked? Look, I've even said, even when I've looked back at myself in the past, even I've known, yeah, if I'm in the wrong, look, someone punched me over the head or something like that. Makes sense.
And you know I'd be the first one to do that.
Yeah. Like if I'm out of line, I expect people to tell me I'm out of line, and if I'm really out of line, punch me in the face.
We know she was investigating the Reach. What could have happened?
Look at all those chicks.
You know I'd be the first one to do that.
Hey Ted, if you're watching the stream, look at all those chickens.
I'll watch it at some point.
I was just zooming my camera in on something. Oh, that looks like a big one. My favorite thing in this is that you can just stand around the penguins and they'll just chill with you. You know what's actually something really weird I've learned that I find adorable?
Huh?
There's more here.
If you go to Antarctica, and penguins will just assume that you're just a really big penguin.
Human footprints, and on the small side too.
Which kind of makes sense because we're bipedal, and so are penguins.
Penguins. Yeah.
So like, I mean, it makes sense. Like, not anything else is here would be that, but they'd see us and think penguin. Also, cutscene. So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit.
Would you like me to be quiet?
If please.
Okay, I can do that.
From the ship looks just like this. I'm sure of it. No. How is she? Legiana. Why are there so many? If we don't get down to her soon. Understood. Partner, I know that I can count on you.
Introducing a new monster, the Shrieking Legiana. Alright. Well, anyways, what were you talking about, Ted? Well, I'm hunting a Legiana.
I honestly forgot what were you talking about.
Well, all I know is right now, I'm fighting the Shrieking Legiana. This is an extra icy Legiana. It's gonna kill me probably, but let's see how it goes either way. Bobo are going to be helping me, and I'm going to have to deal with all these ice crystals around me.
Do you remember what we were talking about?
Nope, because I'm more focused on hunting a Legiana. Oh god, that's gonna...
Oh yeah, Nazis.
Oh yeah, no, bunch of Nazis.
Yeah, punch all the Nazis.
If you...
And if you're a Nazi, punch yourself.
Question, what do you hope to... What do you think they'll give you, and will they actually be able to give it to you? Because I'll be honest, most people are just feeding you what you want to hear.
Wait, what?
Look, Nazis don't care about you, they care about power for themselves. And if you think that they care about you, no, they're just using you like a tool. And if you think, oh, but I'm using them like a tool, what makes you think, like I said, what makes you think you have more power over them than they have over you?
I don't know. That's
Question things. That's what Hobie would do. Alright.
Honestly, you want to know what my favorite joke is in Kamen Rider?
What is it?
Hitler's treasure.
Oh yeah, no. Well, the one that I have, that is no matter what. I don't care if you remove it from that. It will always be one of the things that Juan is investigating in his time in Japan.
Jake, I am not going to remove
Good. Forever. We shall forever reference Hitler's treasure. God damn, yeah, no, just him like he had to get reburied, if my understanding of that is correct. 'Cause like he was in that. He dug it up, but they had to dig it up. Meaning he reburied himself, or had someone help bury him.
it. More than likely, it was Tachibana.
Look.
You're probably confused on who Tachibana is.
Yeah, I don't know enough about original Kamen Rider.
Toby Tachibana is basically a close friend of the Showa-era riders.
Ah.
Think of him as, like, their mentor.
Ah, so basically the Juan.
Yes, be the one.
Zero Juan.
You don't even understand what I was referencing.
I get a feeling it's one of the old songs, correct?
Kamen Rider Build's theme song is called Be the One.
Ah.
See, okay, you've seen Build. He's the one that tried to take a picture of the puppy.
I like how the way that we're
stupid.
able for me to... The way that it's always like, how do I know the star is like, what's the meme?
Yeah.
And most times it works.
So you know the one I'm talking about?
Kuga, if my memory is correct, is he the gun I found?
We could build the camp here.
The power of friendship,
Yes.
and this gun I found.
Kabuto is...
The chef. Yes, the one who just flipped out over really bad soup.
So you actually do know Tiva a bit. Not because of memes, but because of Zack.
Yeah, I know that one. It's about the guy who's trying to undo his own existence.
All the time.
Yeah, like his dad is like the vampire king, and he really hates his own existence and his dad. So he's basically trying to make sure his dad never gets laid and gains the power because he got laid.
No. Tiva's father is not even a vampire.
Well, Monster King, whatever, but it's just like...
No, not even that. That's his mom.
Yeah. Well, because he married his mom, Monster King.
No, Jake. Spoilers for those who haven't seen Kiva, which I'm confused because it's over 10 years old.
Oh my god, this guy's not letting me get
Kiva's
out.
father dies because he used the power of Dartiva too much because it's meant for Fongars. He is a full-blooded human.
So he is just a guy who thinks I am him, but isn't him.
Exactly.
Trust me, buddy, you are not that guy. You think you're the guy. I know the guy. You are not that guy.
The dude. immediately dies.
I summoned the dude!
I was referring to Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah, I mean, I'm referencing Aquabats.
Of course, I'm not even surprised about
Look,
that
the
point.
dude she's really cool. I mean, the dude, she's the best.
Why is she called the dude and not the dudette?
Because when Eaglebone's Falconhawk gave them a name, they called them the dude. And only after he learned it, the dude is a she. Or if they did know, they just thought the dude was a cool enough name on its own, in which case, still valid.
I honestly remember the episode where the dude is introduced as... It was also the episode where Eaglebones had to fight his brother, Eagle
Yeah,
Claw.
BRO.
Eagle Claw!
Yeah, and I do remember, it's all posted on you. If you ever want a good, like, parody, like, Sentai series kind of thing, watch the Aquabat Super Show.
The theme song slaps.
And it's one of those things that is something that has had more of an influence on me than I've realized. But I myself genuinely enjoy. It's a ridiculous show. It's a superhero parody show.
It is, but it's a fun parody.
Yeah. And and it is something that's helped inspire me. Like, you don't... I will say one of my favorite things is just an entire song about winging it. Just, do we need a plan? No, we're gonna wing it.
Honestly, I want there to be okay, Jake, I have a mission for you.
What is the mission?
Next time we work on MIT, I want you to have Juan make a reference to the Aquabats.
I'll be honest, I'll probably reference them in probably their older iteration, or just him just offhandedly mentioning probably one of the songs. But I'll definitely be able to get that as a nice little reference in the background.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh no, I have a... Alright. Yeah, that's one way I could do the reference. I'm thinking of the ways I could do this reference. The nice thing about this place is there's a lot of geysers here, and if the monster gets hit, you can actually have the monster trigger the geysers by removing boulders that cap them off, and if they get hit, that's actually a really nice thing to have happen. Alright. Come on. I got one...
Like, okay, so one idea I had is, before moving to Japan, Tatsuo would listen to the Aquabat songs.
I feel like it'd be some of the more depressing songs he would know.
Because he's a depressing boy.
Honestly, if there's one I feel like he would know, it'd be Chemical Bomb. It won't be long, it won't be long. Everyone go around losing their head. A river of blood. Who's gonna live? The earth is tired of humankind. I think that this was gonna wind up in hell. That'd be the depressing stuff he would know, probably. Am I incorrect?
I could see it. Probably. So I'm just beating up some people.
Ah. Remember, Spider-Man and Batman don't kill. Ignore the people they both threw off skyscrapers.
Or kick in the back of the head.
Look, it's just only a minor concussion.
Or the juggling.
Look. It's superhero universe. People are able to take a lot more damage than they would in regular universe.
know.
I found the tracker. Finish up the expedition and let's meet back up.
Anyways.
One of them just said another gadget. I'm like, yes.
And is there anything that's too much gadget? No. That reminds me of his. Okay, that just reminded me of something. One of my friends ran a D&D game, and it had a unique. We nickname all our different games just different subtitles.
Okay.
And that just with too much gadget reminded me of the subtitle he made for his game, which was too much magic, because it was a magic academy, so it was just too much magic. Anyways, now that I've done that hunt, I'm going to start parkouring up a mountain.
Have fun.
I am currently at a point where now I just need to stand and wait for a wind gust. But in this area, we get to explore the tops of mountains. And if you get to the top of the mountain, there's something of nice value to go and visit, and that would be the corpse. You know what's so special about the corpse?
What?
Well, the corpse gives you a lot of research points. The downside is the corpse hasn't spawned. Damn it. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things that's just really cool. There's also the very top of the mountain, there's a bunch of mining points, which get you resources.
So you want to know one Spider-Man actor who is just taking all the L's?
Who is it? I know,
Shameik Moore.
Isn't that the voice actor for Miles?
Yes. In
no.
Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, that is definitely one of those where it's just, the more I hear it's like, dude, stop talking, stop. It's not going to end well. Just... Oh, it is not going well for him. But anyways, I've completed my hunt, so you know what that means?
What?
Cutscene, probably.
Also, I just learned that I knew about Shameik Moore before Spider-Man.
Anyways, cutscene. Hopefully you don't mind.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
I love you.
Save me again. Thank.
I'm so glad you're safe. But really, I knew you would be.
Guess I gave everyone a scare, huh? You know, you remind me of myself. Always finding a way to the truth.
Oh, yeah.
You're always looking to guide the way. Take a look. More writings from my master's studies. The song, the monster's behavior, they're affecting the ecosystem. Seismic action, the old Everworm. I'm out of time. My story ends here.
Songs, the ecosystem, old Everworm. Is this about Velkhana? The shard originated from here, meaning Velkhana's nest must be nearby.
You're right. Its home must be here somewhere. We just gotta find it. So, who's in?
I'm in. I want to learn more about Velkhana. Together we can solve this mystery and make history.
That's the spirit. That monster is growing in power. We can't chase after it now. Let's head back and regroup first.
Okay.
Cutscene over, and I got the rare Legion drop on my first try.
Nice.
Yeah. And I got pure crystal. Heck yeah.
Nice.
And I'm almost done with the main story of, let's see, I'm forgetting what the, max master rank of, Iceborne is.
Velkhana is presently in the Hoarfrost Reach. We're certain of
But
that.
I learned that I knew about Shamik more before Spider-Verse.
Ah.
So let's just glide
Are you
over
familiar
those
with
little
the
spot troubles
short-lived
and
Cartoon
focus on
Network
the
show
important matters at hand,
Incredible
shall we?
Crew?
I do not.
Don't
One
think you're
moment.
getting away that easy.
Let me look it
After
up,
this
because I
meeting,
might
stick
know
around
about
for
it
some
more
advice
from
from a
video,
concerned
like,
friend, all right?
Incredible Crew.
That said, those notes you found are definitely.
Yeah, I do not remember this.
Song, impact on the ecosystem.
So,
old everything.
Incredible Crew was like a sketch comedy series created by Nick Cannon, of all people.
Hmm.
It only lasted
Buy
one
wholesale
season
for
with
some
13
scratches we happened to
episodes.
find on a piece of cloth,
It
but
came
it's
out.
all eerily similar.
It aired between 2012 and 2013.
I'll be sure to talk to my old man.
Yeah, and I am not a live action person, so it's extra. I definitely did not hear about this.
Of course.
Yeah, no. The thing here, Shamik Moore was a main character.
We need to hurry with.
About that. Just a bit ago, we received a report that a subspecies of Anjanath was spotted along the route to the landing area.
What? Why didn't you
I don't
say
know what
so?
to do with this
If the weapon
information.
transport comes now, they're gonna be trampled. Sorry to ask you this when you
Yeah.
just gotten back, but could you two go out and hunt that Anjanath? Be on the lookout for the transport's arrival. And once your partner's taken care of the Anjanath, lead them here to Celiana.
Roger that. We'll set.
I'm counting on you to bring everyone back safely. Good luck.
With that, I now have the job to hunt an
Our
Anjanath.
target's a Fulgur Anjanath. New
Nice.
type of troublemaker.
It's quite a shocking Anjanath. It's a Fulgur Anjanath, meaning it's nice and electrical. Quite the shocking addition.
I'm going to end you.
Wow. I feel like if I say more puns, you'll just short circuit.
Stay tough.
Okay, that's it. Time for a Soul Blast.
Ha, we're on streams. That joke isn't gonna work in the meantime. I'm in what?
Oh, did I forget to mention that, I changed things?
We're nerds. You can't kill me, but you can still hurt me. Ow.
Exactly.
Why do we do these dumb bits?
Because we're idiots?
Because it's for the memes.
Yes. And also, the DNA of the soul.
Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke. We are all controlled by something greater. The memes. Anyways, I got a hunt an electrical Anjanath, so that's gonna be a nice time.
Have fun.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm gonna... In all honesty, I probably want to... No, I'm gonna need the electrical resistance more than anything. So I'm going to choose the Crudral Onion, the Plumpkin. You know what? I'm going to take King Truffle. And that. And the last thing I'm going to want to take is going to probably be the grooming abilities. That way, I look dapper AF.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, look, Ted, just turn on the stream. Is this not a very dapper look?
You mean now, okay?
Alright, well, I want to do some stupid gestures.
I don't know, that... It's
I
questionable at best.
I'm a very dapper gentleman. Look at my dapper dancing.
Could be dappier.
But I do absolutely love this outfit. It is so ridiculous. You know what's something I was trying to earlier get the brigade armor. Which is just it's really nice, but also the downside with the armor is it requires me to go and do arena hunts and go for the RNG tokens of the Hunter King tokens. And the problem with that is I didn't get the RNG at all. But if I did get
RNG fucking sucks.
RNG is sometimes a very temperamental person. But if I got it, I would be looking like this. Like, this is the armor I would be wearing instead of the suit. Like, replace the chest and waist with that, because god damn,
well, just a minute.
It looks good.
Very dapper.
Yeah. Got a nice dandy hat. And
you know what? You want to know what that hat could be a part of? If it was a different color?
What?
Bloodborne.
I mean, it reminds me of the Three Musketeers. Also, okay, one moment. Speaking of Bloodborne, let me show you the most fucking Bloodborne armor that ever born blood that wasn't Bloodborne. Let me find it.
I just want Bloodborne, either a sequel or a HD remake.
Yeah, that'd be
fun. Or not
fun.
HD, but a remaster.
Yeah. Where is it? One of the... Okay. Gyros is pretty good.
No, yeah, I can kind of see it.
However, the other one I was thinking... Okay, look at this, and let me just dye it something... No. Let me... Here. This one, I think.
That definitely looks more Bloodborne.
I mean, this is very red, but yeah.
Also, you want to know what my only criticism for Bloodborne is?
This looks like a very Jeff armor.
It does.
Sorry.
It also looks like it could be something out of Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
But you want to know what my... So this is sound weird, but my only criticism for Bloodborne is some of the mechanics.
Meanwhile, comrade, it is winter outside. Comrade.
Like, the ragdoll physics, like, when you defeat an enemy and they just plop, feel a little odd, you know?
Oh, I can be a man whore with this one. I can be Conan the Librarian. Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
I never understood the Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah, it's a terrible system. Like, it genuinely is a terrible system. But yeah, like, no, like, sorry, I like how it's like, oh, my tits are out. I can man whore. Jesus.
Is there anything about Bloodborne you're not a fan of?
Okay, this is one of my... Okay, I'll say this, Ted. I fucking love the goddamn fucking physics on the corpses in that game. Because of how bad they are.
Like, it seems like FromSoft was on a strict deadline.
Oh, yeah, no, like, that game is incomplete as hell. Like, if you look into the cut content of that game, there is so much that was cut and left on the floor. Like, what's the play? You know where all the vampire stuff is? Canehurst.
Vaguely. You don't
Kane-
remember. You're asking me if I remember something from a game that I haven't played in like 3 years.
Yeah, true enough, but I'm also, like... I'm also thinking, like, you experienced as much of the, like, Zach going on the... Well, this is why Zach was neurodivergent and why I'm so convinced. The neurodivergent rants he went on about Bloodborne all the time. And I think it's just me being who I am and me being a total sucker for listening to people rant on for hours about lore they love. But, like, Zach would go on and on about, how the game was rushed and how it, like, Canehurst as a place is very glitchy because it was, like, one of the things that last-second inclusions they could do. And it is genuinely... like, a lot of that stuff was last minute. It wasn't able to be completed in time. It was rushed. But it's still a pretty damn good game, despite the fact certain quests got cut, certain lore didn't get added in.
Like, if FromSoft made a Bloodborne remastered with everything that they couldn't add, I think it would be amazing.
I think it would be good, but you know what my main fear would be?
What?
People would bitch about the fact that they included everything that they couldn't. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
this destroys the original. This doesn't follow up the lore of the original. It's just like, no. You're gonna have people complain about that anyways, though. But it's still one of those. I want it, but I know what I'm going to have to deal with if I get it.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying Bloodborne is terrible. Far from it. I mean, look how... like, look how much we streamed that.
Look how much it's influenced a lot of famous YouTubers. Look how many Bloodborne Hunter tattoos there are on famous YouTubers. Points to Jacksepticeye.
Jacksepticeye.
Yes, Jacksepticeye.
What are you doing?
Jack Spicy Guy.
Not even close.
Jack Spoopadeye.
Are you drunk?
Jack...
Okay, repeat after me. Jack. Septic.
Ty.
I'm gonna fucking end you now.
But yeah, Jacksepticeye. Very much... let's be honest, there's so many people who have Bloodborne stuff.
But, like, I will say some of the, like, another thing is I felt like there was, like, I understand that there is a point to the guns, but no one really, I've never seen anyone use them.
Okay, here's the thing. The problem with, like, the guns are good, actually. It's just... I'll be honest, most people do not. Let's be honest, how many people do you see use the parry system in, like, casual play of, like, Elden Ring and Dark Souls? How often do people use the parry systems is quite infrequently, to be honest.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but, like, I'll be honest, I've actually learned how to use the guns in that game, and oh my god, it's a learning curve. It, without question, is indeed a learning curve, but once you get that learning curve down, it ain't that... the guns are actually really good and ain't that bad. It's just the fact you have to learn a thing, and the problem is that you have to give. It's risk and reward, and more often it's just better to dodge than do the risk of learning how to parry with the guns. Because at least with the dodging and everything, it's more consistent. But with the guns, you need to learn what animation and what time of the animation and so much more that it's just, in most people's eyes, not worth the risk. But when you get it down, oh my god, is it actually kind of worth it? And if you're doing a dex build, you do even more damage because the visceral scales with dexterity. And it's one of those things that's just like really good once you get it down, but it's an entire process to learn, and it's easier to learn dodging than it is to learn parrying. Also, hi Waves. Yeah, I will not disagree. The Fulgur Anjanath is a challenging hunt, but to me, I relish these challenges, and nothing can make me stop a Monster Hunter game until I beat the hunt and learn it completely. Hell, if you've watched through the other streams, you'll be learning. My entire focus with this playthrough of World for me was to learn heavy bowgun, and at this point, I think I'm pretty decent with it. I'll just have to test that once we get to something like well, Alatreon and Fatalis are going to be the things that truly kick my teeth in. But those are hunts for later. For now, we got Fulgur Anjanath in front of us. And oh my god, I have fought him once before with the light bowgun, and I forgot. This guy is so fun to hunt with the bowgun because his entire body is just weak to bullets. You don't even need to really aim, you just fire and you just kill. Oh. You know when you see something that's just satisfying in a video game, Ted? The damage numbers I'm getting right now are all just perfect. Ow. He sneezed on me, Ted.
Indeed.
The Fulgur sneezed on me. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. This is just like... Sorry, I'm gonna need new pants after this because of how good this feels. Still, I don't need to aim in every single...
Okay.
I don't care. No, I'm gonna be horny right now. I'm gonna be horny on main. Look at all those golden numbers as I'm just shooting without a second thought. I'm just doing like 50 damage. Like I'm doing 15 damage per shot without even really having to aim. This is what all heavy bowgunners desire. I am starting to fall into the... I'm starting to understand those that use the heavy bowgun a bit more. Just aim, no aiming, just firing. Damage. Beautiful, beautiful damage. All or nothing. This guy, this Fulgur Anjanath, he is just a sponge for my damage. And I'm going to brutalize this sponge. You know when your sponge gets like really old and you just need to get a new one, you look at it, it's like, yeah, no, we need to go to the store and just buy a pack of like $5 sponges.
Yes.
That's what it's gonna look like by the end of this. That sponge you just need to throw out. Filled with holes too, because I am going to absolutely destroy him. Oh god.
Okay, so of the Soulsborne games that you have played, which do you think is the weakest in that franchise? Like the Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring, because no one really counts Sekiro.
Yeah, okay, so if I'm assuming not series but actual individual games, like if I go if I say Dark Souls like 1, I can specify which Dark Souls of the Souls.
Yes.
Alright, Dark Souls 2.
That you think that's the weakest?
On a raw Souls look, yes. It's the least of the Souls, though. Like, there's
I
enough.
also forgot to mention Demon Souls.
Yeah, but like, I haven't played Demon Souls, so it's of I've played.
Yeah.
But yeah, like out of what I have played of 2, it's a unique idea and it's interesting, but it's how do I describe it? It's the least Dark Souls of them. It's the least Souls-like.
It's basically what Jeff said a while back. It's less Dark Souls and more Demon Souls.
Yeah, it's like it has good concepts that weren't executed properly and stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff in actual Elden Ring that is just taken from Dark Souls 2. That's like actually, like, when properly realized, it's like, no, this ain't bad actually. Like, it had the concepts, it just didn't have the execution it needed.
Yeah. You wanna know what my choice is?
What is it?
Honestly, the first Dark Souls game.
Yeah. Ow. Okay, yep, there comes. I knew there was going to be a mandatory fainting during this mission, and it just occurred. Well, that hurt. I'm gonna go and change out my mantles.
The thing is, I do not hate the first Dark Souls game.
I myself... So, speaking of Monster Hunter, since I'm playing it, you know what? I'll be honest. Playing something old like Dark Souls and playing something like pre-5th gen Monster Hunter. So I'm talking Monster Hunter Generations 3 Ultimate, 4 Ultimate. That's the generation I'm referring to. Yeah. It's why I don't have much of a problem with like old Dark Souls 1, to be honest. Cause like, I'll be honest, there's a lot of like similarities in jank between like Dark Souls 1 and like early Monster Hunter. Like, it's one of those things where there is actually a bit of overlap within the communities that old Monster Hunter had in the Souls series.
Yeah. So, I want to preface this by saying I do not hate Dark Souls.
Oh no, like it's different for sure, but it ain't bad. Ow. Also, I need guard up for those attacks. Damn it.
Because my first Souls game was Dark Souls 3, going from Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls 1 feels so
It's
different.
archaic. It's archaic. Can I continue with me going on about Monster Hunter and just go with my reference?
Yes.
Point I'll give? It's like, it's going between something like Monster Hunter World and then like going to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. You don't have that old school jank that was kind of polished out with the new games. Because trust me, I love the old gen stuff. Even I know, yeah, old gen was janky as heck. But but because I grew up with it and got used to it, I never saw an issue with it. However, if you weren't a part of that, it's gonna really be noticeable. And you're not gonna have the same like sensibility / tolerances to the jank of the old games if you got something a lot smoother and a lot better, to be honest.
Yeah, like one thing that when we first started the Dark Souls remastered streams, I think that it was the three of you, me, Jeff, and I think it was Zach at the time.
Yeah.
It felt so weird because I got so used to being able to like roll around in every direction.
Well, you
that
have 8 directions in the other Souls, but yeah.
But going to only 4 directions felt so off.
Yeah, and weirdly, I'll even say this. Dark Souls 1, shielding is a lot more viable than in later Souls.
Yeah.
Heck, I will say, though, even then, I think it's probably just because of my own behaviors in Elden Ring. Elden Ring shielding is viable in Elden Ring too, it's just I never upgrade it. And I don't use it. This is the welcome to Bloodborne where your entire build is around dodge, 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 dodge.
So on the opposite side of things, what Soulsborne game do you think is the best, like the most polished?
Elden Ring, without question.
So with me, I'm going to say this. I might be biased, but it's a tie for me between Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3.
Oh, this is...
Oh, in a cutscene?
No, well, they're showing the fact of... So... Celiana is finally complete. We've got the cutscene of the fully upgraded place, and I just forgot that, yeah, this place does get a upgraded look, and it genuinely looks so beautiful and fully upgraded. Anyways, continue. Dark Souls 3.
I'm going to say this. I'm probably saying Dark Souls 3 because it is my first Souls game.
There may be something we can help
Yeah.
So there's a lot of bias.
It's also the one we beat, like, how many times? 15?
Something like that. At least like 5 times.
At minimum 5, but way more than 5. I know it's more than 5.
Reminds me. Get it done for me, will ya?
Because we did the New Game Plus 4.
Yeah, and that's not including, like, the original stream. Like, the bonding times.
Yeah. So I'm more than likely saying Dark Souls 3 because I am biased. And if I am, okay.
Well, shit, I'm biased. I guess I'll die.
But, it is in second place compared. Dark Souls 3 is in second place compared to Elden Ring. I mean, Elden Ring is one hell of a game to have pre-ordered and played. Like, yeah, I took a break from playing it for a good year and a half. But when I got back into it, I improved immensely, apparently.
Let's be honest, it's still a learning curve, and the fact is, it's one of those things that takes a while no matter what. Like, I'll be honest, even I struggled with the game originally for quite a while. And it took even me a good amount of time until holy shit, I have captured so many monsters. That is a lot of special arena quests. That's going to take me probably an entire weekend if I were to actually just full on try to do everything. Anyways.
But, I mean, with how much, like, we've played Elden Ring, it's definitely not as much as we did with Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
I don't think any game can match that, unless it's EDF.
Yeah. It's... Look, I'm pretty sure the stream should be on the X Studios channel if you go to the live section, if my memory is correct.
Yes, because X's World is still relatively new.
Yeah.
They don't even have to look up the live section. Created a playlist.
Yeah, but like there is the live section, which is just the quick thing that is made by YouTube.
True.
How did you... Yeah.
And with that, I've successfully obtained the rarest of things. And now I'm going to go here, talk to the Piscine, the fish researcher, the Pisces researcher.
But, like, with what we talked about during the last Elden Ring stream, we are in talks of going through Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne again. Hell, I think we actually talked about going through all of them.
I mean, my goal will be to go, like, I've recently played through Bloodborne again recently, and I've just, with my end goal being to Platinum the game finally, but I need to get every weapon in that. You know what that requires me to do, Ted?
What?
Chalice Dungeon. So that's gonna be a long So that's because I need the beast, because I don't have any of my old saves. So I need to start. So I needed to start fresh. And that means I don't have the thing with the completed Chalice Dungeons. So, to get the Beast Claws, though, you need a Chalice Dungeon. The good news is I don't need to actually beat the final boss of the Chalice Dungeon, I just need to get the Beast Claws from the Chalice Dungeons. And that would be a fun thing to do. Hello, Fishman. You are going to give me a quest.
I will still say that my least favorite boss will always be Miklash.
Like I said, I have never fought him normally.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, he sucks. I don't disagree. The man's just... Look, cause or cause him, as some would say.
Miklash, when it...
Well, Ted died. That sucks. Miklash got him, I guess. No, Miklash got you. You're dead.
I did die, but then I got better.
But yeah, Miklash sucks. I don't disagree. Like, I don't fight him normally, ever. Like, I've never fought him normally. I just cheese his boss fight every time. Like, you're supposed to chase him in a specific order to specific rooms, but instead I just throw poison knives at him and then he just starts running in place, dying repeatedly in place. As he, like, giggles like a schoolgirl.
Honestly, you want to know what's one moment I remember vividly from the one of the Bloodborne streams?
What would that be?
Basically, I don't remember the boss, but it was one we were struggling with, so we had someone join us. It was definitely it was in your world.
It probably was Orphan.
I think basically he had a crown.
Oh, no. Martyr Ligarius?
I think it was in the snow area.
Yeah, Martyr Ligarius.
And like it was in your world. We had it be in your world because you needed to get past it.
Yeah, because I was focusing on a blood tinge build. Yeah, because my goal was to get the Chikage, and to get the Chikage, you need to go and kill Martyr Ligarius, but the man is resistant to Blood Tinge, which was the cornerstone of my build.
And like, so we were dying so much that we got a viewer to help. I died within 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, it's not like it matters to me.
Yeah.
And then the viewer said I was trash.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
Honestly, you want to know who I think is the MVP of any of the Soulsborne streams?
Who? No.
The guy that helped us defeat Darth Eater Midir.
Oh, yeah, the guy who just pretty much helped us with Midir and just helped because, yeah, no, he knew how to use the lightning power that we didn't. I have been able to beat Midir in the past, but that fight is still one of those. I still don't know. Like, I myself have beaten him, but I still, like, you know, one of those bosses you beat, but you had, like, for some reason, the second you beat them, all idea of how you even did it just faded from your mind.
Yes.
That occurred to me with Midir, because I know I've killed Midir on my own, but I don't know how I beat him.
Like, but that guy was the MVP of that stream.
Yeah, no, he was able to help, and he was able to just destroy Midir in just a like.
And yeah, we failed a couple times, so he didn't just diss us.
Yeah, like, the guy, like, here's the thing, I'm pretty sure one of the nice things is because you used the lightning axe, you actually were able to do, like, he got Midir down and stunned, and you just ran up with your lightning axe, and you did, like, you chunked
I did the lightning screech.
That chunked a good amount of health. I did my autistic
screech.
Yeah, that chunked a health of that, like, got rid of a chunk of that health bar.
Yeah, no. But yeah, that guy was really chill.
Yeah.
And he stuck around and watched the stream.
Yeah, no, the dude was pretty chill. He, like, hey, this is one of the things I enjoy with some games, is where they have, like, good player, like, communities. Like, okay, there is always one side to the Souls series I don't like, and that is the PvP side of this, like, because there's just a lot, like, okay, I do not like PvP communities for one simple reason in most situations.
And what's that?
Most times, PvP encourages competitive groups, but that can lead to toxic fan bases and toxic behaviors. With that, rarely is there it's harder to develop a toxic fan base and toxic community when your community is focused more on common goals and common enemies than against the other player. Like, yeah, you'll still have you're trash at the game kind of group of things, but there is always, and this is one of those things, like,
thank the stars you're here.
Yes, sir. The chief asked us to see if we could help.
With things like Dark Souls and even Monster Hunter, the PvE, player versus environment sort of scenario, there is a level of, like, camaraderie and goal of, like, all right, we want everyone to get through this game. Like,
you know, I always thought that PvE stood for player versus everyone.
Player versus everything or environment, but basically not player versus player.
Yeah, I fucking hate PvP, and that was a big part of, like, my little hour-long tangent.
Yeah, if you go to Access World, you'll see Ted and I just get fucking pissed off.
Oh no, it's on Net Studios.
Yeah, but yeah, it's one of those things where, like, okay, a common thing in certain games, and this is mostly known from Dark Souls, but, like, oh, you're struggling with a boss? There is a common phrase that people use, and it is a very simplified thing, but
Yes. It seems very
the phrase "get
okay, and
good."
Volumus subspecies were a precursor to our current trouble.
Yeah.
It's the most toxic way to say it, but get good genuinely has something to it. There's a lot more to the phrase "get good" than is actually there. Like, alright,
Subspecies.
I myself am a person who will. If I've seen people talk about, like, oh, they're struggling with a hunt in Monster Hunter, I always focus on, like, some basic advice that I think is just good in any kind of hunt. And that is, okay, don't go into, like, okay, if you're struggling with, like, a boss or something, don't, like, you can start up and do the boss fight, but I'm going to tell you, don't go with the mindset of I am going to win this boss fight. No. Don't give up hope, obviously, but go into the boss fight. Take a moment and consider one simple thing. Your goal is to learn your enemy. What are they going to use? How should you fight them? How should you prepare? And for me, that's going to be like, that's learning the moves. What element does it use? What will they do against you that you need to be prepared for? Like, I have been learning so much in this time with using heavy bowgun and trying to how to use it and everything. And I'll be honest, my builds are, I don't have like an actual good build with this gun. I'm kind of just, I'll be honest, my setup with this is kind of shit. But I have been getting through almost, like, I am far from a perfect build, but the thing I've been using and I've been leveraging this entire time while I've been fighting these monsters is something simple. You know what that is, Ted? Take a guess.
What?
Take a guess.
I don't know.
How do you think I, with a suboptimal build, have been doing well enough to keep using this bowgun?
You keep trying?
No. I remember almost every hunt in this game. I
Fair
know
enough.
how to hunt every monster in this game.
Also, I'm going to mute myself because I'm going to eat.
Alright, but the goal of, like, get good, if not in the toxic way, is genuinely look and understand what you're about to fight and what that means. Because I, myself, use dual blades, I use switch axe, and I use insect glaive. I am far from an actual good build in this game, and I'm far from the weapons I'm used to. The closest I have from experience out of my main weapons would be the switch axe, because it's another heavy weapon. But I still try my best to learn how to hunt in this game. With every hunt, I know roughly what every monster's attacks are, and try to know when I can attack, how to dodge, and more. And when I was going through this game in, like, low rank, I was extremely underpowered the entire time. But I still pushed on and persevered through all of low rank and high rank with suboptimal equipment and more. But that's the thing. You still have to learn it. You still have to get the idea of what you're doing. You still have to get good at hunting. And yeah, that's the common, like, let's be honest, it's the common toxic phrase, but you gotta learn, alright, how do you hunt and how do you do this? And our questions are like, alright, what's your armor look like? What's your stuff? What's your equipment look like? You gotta just question all of that. You just gotta learn what are you able to do and how are you able to improve. You just got to get better, question yourself, and improve yourself. And that's the focus. You gotta get good. And these communities will genuinely try their best to make you get good. They'll give you advice like, oh hey, if you're going to be fighting up against this Glavenus, the acidic Glavenus, they tell you be wary of like defense down. You'll have to be you'll have less defense. He'll hit harder. He's going to be more precise with his strikes compared to a regular Glavenus. You got to consider what you're doing. But in all of it, it's still one simple focus. You gotta get good at hunting as a core. You can't just get through the game if you don't learn how to hunt in some regard. And yeah, while that is a very common toxic way to sit, yes, there's the common toxic way of doing that, you also have people who genuinely teach you how to hunt and more. Hell, I didn't know about capping until someone taught me in a random game in 3 Ultimate. I learned what the benefits of my weapon at that time were, because I was a greatsword user in 3 Ultimate. And I learned very quickly that, hey, if I get the opportunity, go for the tail. Getting a tail cut is going to be one of the most important things for the entire group as a whole. And look, while the Hammermane or the Hunting Horn is going for the head, you should be going somewhere else to make sure you don't interrupt or hurt their ability to do the massive damage that they can do and trigger those knockdowns. Because you know what? Those knockdowns will be devastating on a monster. And it'll give you more opportunity to get the big hits with your greatsword. And I had to learn that. I had to be taught that. But they wanted me to learn. They wanted me to get better. They wanted me to get good. That's the importance of this. You gotta get good. But you know what? People want you to be better, to do better, to get good. Ow. You know, this Glavenus is keeping me in a corner. That's me in the corner, hyping up other hunters as I am personally eating shit.
I totally get what you're saying, but there are also quite a few players who are toxic as hell and don't give a fuck about how others will be.
Yeah, and that's the case.
One of my least favorite parts of being invaded is the invader won't even be the one to kill you. They'll have it be an enemy.
Yeah, no, I don't want to fight, I want to win, and I don't care what methods I use, which, yeah, that's kind of part of what they're able to do, and there's supposed to be another enemy in the environment, but, most people when invading are not going... Most people that are being invaded don't have builds for PvP, and if you know how to PvP, you can do a ton of damage, and you can be a genuine threat. A bigger threat than any enemy in the area.
One of my least favorite moments of being invaded actually happened in the last stream.
Yeah, the guy screwing with us instead of actually just outright kill. The man outright killed me in one hit, basically, and did a ton of damage, and then proceeded to not do anything to you.
Yeah. That was... And there were several moments where I should have hit him.
Oh, yeah, and then just lag in general sucks.
I have nothing against invaders. If they are willing to... What's the word? I don't want to say just fight honorably, but take the fight seriously, but not be overpowered. You know what I also hate?
Yeah.
When the invader has DLC or late game weapons.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those, you can't really do anything about that, though.
I understand that. It's just one of those things that it fucking annoys me. I mean, remember how much it pissed me off when that would happen when I was starting out with Dark Souls 3 or even Bloodborne?
I mean, at least with some, I'll say in those games, the DLC weapons are rarely going to be like a game breaker, completely like change things up. But I'm going to be honest, in Elden Ring, because of them introducing new weapon types and more, the DLC weapons in that game kind of just, compared to the regular, it does a lot and actually just changes how some weapons can fundamentally be used in. And it definitely causes a level of despair. Like, okay, in Bloodborne, it's not in Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. Like, it's not going to be too big of a change. It's not going to be too big of a deal. But like in something like Elden Ring, oh, that's definitely actually a bit of a deal.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it honestly pisses me the hell off.
Especially if it's like the dueling shields and stuff like that, which give automatic guard points alongside the damage. And that's just one of those things where it's like, yeah. Congratulations. I'm willing to put in a time for PvP. Meanwhile, this person is just trying to play with a friend.
Like, I have nothing against, like I said, I have nothing against PvP. I just feel like there should be a bit more moderation when it comes to how it fundamentally works.
The way that it is now just feels like it'd be nice if it was something akin to, and this is going to be one of those things that the taboo, skill-based matchmaking, or something like that, where it's like, hey, okay, this person doesn't have any of the DLC or anything, so they don't have some of the stuff that actually would be kind of good for PvP and stuff like that, which are kind of meta-defining right now, and it's just one of those. And meanwhile, we just have regular equipment from the game. But it's like a small quality of life thing, and just a small change and things that like won't fundamentally destroy the game as we know it. It's just one of those. Be nice to not have to worry about, yeah, a guy coming in and immediately having like the dueling shield, and then that just screws things up because the dueling shield is kind of decent. Then again, they do try to balance the PvP and readjust the actual damage and stuff of that stuff, so I mean, but it's still just an annoying thing in general. Look, more often, I just wish we could have seamless co-op on like PlayStation, like PS4, PS5. So we could just do the entire game co-op together without really caring.
Yeah.
Like, while you're doing one thing, I'm off in Timbuktu doing a completely separate thing, but it's fun and it's on my own. And like we can fold it in, like when we kill a boss, it's a boss kill for both of us instead of just one of us. I am meanwhile, I'm doing terrible at leading my shots right now. Alright. The acidic lavinus is just really trying to stab me a bunch, but it keeps stabbing the rocks in front of me. So, like, it's really not much of a danger right now. Oh, no. You know what I've learned, Ted? My hubris will get me. Because the moment I start talking with confidence, I just immediately see the monster starting up an even deadlier attack in the background. Yeah. All right. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I'm just gonna cluster bomb it. Infinite ammo! Ow. You know what? I think... Should I test it out, Ted?
Do it.
Alright. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, okay, okay. I've been launched. Fire. Fire. Capturable. It was capturable, Ted.
Nice.
Oh, I was almost killed. Alright. Next goal is going to be the Ebony Aldebaran, and with that, I think that will be the stopping point for this stream. It's only going to be a small one, I think. Just a short, you know, like 2-hour stream, he says.
That's short compared to what we usually do.
Yeah, and for most of my streams, I do try, like, I'll be honest, I myself am probably one of the people, and, like, I have a longer, like, I can dedicate myself to longer streams easily compared to, like, Jeff and such. Like,
yeah.
Okay. I will say, the shortest stream I had was the We Are Born of the Ice when I just started G rank. But that was the start of G rank, and I don't want these streams to be a lot of grinding on stream. I want it to be me going through God damn it, Ted. 10 out of 10 joke.
When I saw that, I'm like, I need to show him.
Yeah, like, that's, like, the We Are Born of the Ice stream is only an hour long, but, like, yeah, that's an hour and 37, but that's, like, probably the shortest stream. Most of my streams, though, usually are about 3 hours, maybe even 4. However, yeah, I think, but every once in a while they are somewhere around, like, 2 hours. This one actually might catch up to the average.
Honestly, I don't even know how long my shortest stream is. Let me check.
I think the shortest stream I have, at least on Animal Farm, because, hey, all my streaming's done on this channel. My shortest stream on Animal Farm, I'm pretty sure, is one of the Metal Gear streams where my internet just kaput.
So the shortest stream I ever did was 2 years ago, and it was my first time streaming on PS5. I played Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Ah, Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it.
Actually, I take that back. I did there was a 15-minute stream where I played Dark Souls Remastered for 15 minutes. I don't even know what happened. I think the stream just got cut.
Yeah, it could be.
Actually, oh wait, no. Oh my God, there's actually one that beats it. It's Ets Plays Bloodborne Part 7.5. This was during our Bloodborne era.
Ah, the Bloodborns. Meanwhile, I'm just Iceborne right now. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bow. Joke.
And that was only 12 minutes.
Bad friends, great enemies.
That's.
God. Oh God! You want to hear the terrible joke that came to my mind when I read that title?
Huh?
It sounds like a good plot synopsis of you and Jeff. Bad friends, great enemies.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Actually,
I take that back. Instead of part 7.5, it's actually the final part in our Bloodborne stream, since that's only 10 minutes long, because we talked about what we liked about the game.
Yeah. our little just short stream recap of it all. Just well, there isn't a credit scene during Bloodborne, but the credits thoughts. The credits are rolling. Let's get out our thoughts.
Yeah. And so far, it seems like the longest running stream is actually part 12 of Bloodborne at 5 hours. Actually, the 6 hour stream at part 5, so that's the one where I went on my tangent.
I mean, look, I know we definitely get like a couple of very long streams, but yeah. Anyways.
On average, our streams are very much 3 hours long.
Yeah. Like
3 to 4 hours.
3 hours is a good time limit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think the cutscene trigger should be down here. Yes, it is. Also, that's surprising. That's an Odogaron. That's not an Ebony Odogaron.
It is also after midnight for you.
True enough. Huh. Wait, why are there 10 people watching me? Where'd you people come from? Why are you watching this terrible stream? No, I kid. Welcome to the stream, everyone.
It's gonna be ending soon.
Yeah, that's the downside. My goal is to just go through some of the basics of Monster Hunter Iceborne. I'm basically focusing on the side quests for these streams, and I do mostly optional quests off stream. And currently, I'm trying to go through the final bits before we get to Velkhana themselves. Bye, Odogaron. Hello, Odogaron. Alright.
For those who don't know, we always give ourselves a goal in mind.
Well, it's one of the things that we're trying to do now with our streams. Like, sometimes we just have the screw around goal. Sometimes we just have the objective be screwing around. Other time, but now we're trying to at least let's actually have these things in mind. All right.
Like during when we would play Elden Ring, our main goals at the time of a lot like our previous stream was very much defeat Malenia.
Oh, with the sub goal, if that cannot be done, let's go to other optional bosses and see if we can defeat them. Okay, yep.
Right.
Ow. Okay, yep. Okay. The downside to Ebony Odogaron is he is a blitzer of a monster, and I am not good at handling blitzkriegs.
So, if we are to stream tomorrow, or today, I guess.
Yeah.
What would you say our goal is?
Ultimate goal, kill Elden Beast. Secondary goal, if first is not available, let's go fight another dragon in the basement.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't fault, but I have to make sure I don't fault my fucking doom.
Yeah, we'll have to go through that, which will be a process and a half on its own still. Ow, 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 ow.
One thing that I will say is I tried getting down there.
Okay. Nope.
But I kept dying.
Yeah. It's a specific path. And in all honesty, I'm probably just going to try to guide you through it. Or worst case, I might send you a video. But also... Oh, this fight is... Yeah. I want to reload, but I'm afraid okay, he's just doing a stalk when he's doing that. Ow. No. Oh, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me in a way I can't defend against. Alright, claw.
Hurt him.
Tail swipe. Bite. Fire. Tail swipe. Just maul. Jump. Tail swipe. Alright. Trying to learn his attacks. Know what I need to do. Prepare how I need to prepare. Ow. Okay, that was not a good moment. You know.
Okay, so
Okay.
I have a question for you, dear Jake.
What is it, dear Theodore?
What is your favorite game in the superhero genre?
Superman 64.
I'm gonna fucking end you.
You did like I played that game with you, right? Like I bought it and I played it with you. I know I played it with someone. I do own Superman 64, by the way.
I've never played Superman 64, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
All right, I know I do own the game. I know I've shown it to you at minimum.
Yeah, I do remember you showing it to me. I've just never played a day in my life.
Yeah.
And I want to keep it that way.
I'm trying to think of what superhero games I've actually played.
Okay, I have a few of them. Would you like to know them?
See if I think the only ones I've actually played on my own are the Arkham Knight games. Like, that and Superman 60.
The Batman Arkham games.
Yeah. Okay, there is obviously, like, I have played Superman 64. Like, I own it, and I'm gonna actually play it. By the way, that game is a goddamn glitchy mess.
Apparently, the canceled PS1 port is actually supposed to be much better.
I did not know that there was going to be a PlayStation port.
Yeah, no. It was canceled at the last minute.
I'm trying to think what other superhero games I've played, because, like...
Have you not played any of the Marvel Spider-Man games for...
No, I haven't.
PlayStation?
I haven't.
Okay, next time I come... Okay, here's what I want to do. Next time I come up to visit...
You mean come down?
I am... You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I am bringing my copies, and we are sitting down to play it.
Alright. Alright, Legiana, thank you for the help.
So, I can't choose a definitive, like, what my definitive one is, so I'm going to list some of my favorites. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That was, like, one of the first PS3 games I owned. Batman Arkham Origins, like, that one it's underrated as hell. I prefer it over Arkham City. Yes, I fucking said it.
And you can lambast him if he streams on this channel, or on his channel.
Batman Arkham Knight. I mean, I love that game.
All right, Chad, I'm about to ask a very, very just like weird question. Does Nicktoons Unite count as a superhero game?
You know what? Fuck it. Yes.
I mean, that's gonna be my top piece, because that's the one I remember playing with my sister a bunch.
But, can I continue?
Go ahead.
I have a soft spot for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time.
That one has Miguel in it.
Yes, both of them do.
Isn't there also... Is Fire Noir also in that, or am I thinking of a different game?
Shattered Dimensions, yes.
Shattered Dimensions, yeah, I am correct about that.
Shattered Dimensions is what I already was introduced to the idea of the Spider-Verse because of the Spider-Man animated series.
Yeah.
But those didn't really go in. They were just like random versions of Peter. Like there wasn't Miguel or stuff like that.
Yeah, we're not getting the non-Parker men.
Yeah. And like I just have a soft spot for Shattered Dimensions. At the time, I got nightmares from one of the enemies in that game.
Oh, what was that enemy?
I think his name was Atrocitus. He is
Shit, Legiana, please leave. Thank you. Sorry, I'm throwing shit at Legiana's face.
You're fine. Atrocitus is a messed up fusion of Anti-Venom, Doc Ock, and a character from Miguel's time.
I mean, look, I'm assuming like Atrocitus. Yeah, that's like on par. That's
Or
on
Atrocity.
Par for,
I think it's Atrocity.
yeah, look, that's on par for like one of the Venom children. Like, because let's be honest. Look, points to Carnage. I mean, they're not being subtle with their names at times.
You want to see what Atrocity looks like, though?
I would, but I'm currently still fighting the Odogaron, and the Odogaron is kind of not
I'll just send it
relenting.
to you so when you get the chance you can look at it.
Cool. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I do not feel safe. I do not feel safe. I do not feel safe at all during this hunt. Okay. He is stunned. I feel safe. I do not feel safe again because he's moving and I cannot keep track of him. I cannot keep track of him. I cannot keep track of him. Now I can keep track of him. Alright, fire. Oh no, he's going where the Legion is going. I'm gonna reload the shit into my cannon. Legiana, please eat that shit. Fall off your horse. Tell him yourself, Johnny. Okay, he is shooting dragon element at me, but he is... Oh, that could have went badly if he did not undershoot the shot. Just keeping the Shamos, please. Alright, tail so oh that hurt real bad. I should not have shot that yet. Okay. So is what you're talking about, Ted, as I'm panicking?
Favorite superhero games. I do have a soft spot for them. I also love the Marvel Spider-Man games. Like these make me feel like these are the most accurate Spider-Man games because of how the web swinging works.
Have you ever turned off all the... Okay, if you want to, like, experience the true pain of web swinging or how that would work, turn off all the assists on that.
I have.
How far do you... Like, how fast and how far can you go if you when you try that?
Pretty fucking fast, actually. I don't have an accurate, like, prediction because it has been a while, but it is pretty fast.
Okay. Oh, okay, the Odogaron is actually low on health. If the Odogaron would stop wombo comboing me, though. Odogaron. Come on, you lose track of me. You were looking in front of you, but I was behind you. It was me, Dio.
It was me, Barry.
It was me, Barry. It was always me, Barry. I made them draw Lola Bunny with fewer sexual features so you wouldn't be horny. All a millisecond slower so I can kill Iris. Oh god, that hurt, 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 hurt, Elodian.
It was me, Barry. I have the world.
It was me, Barry. I poisoned your mother with that Stan virus. I'm the one who used the Stan to harm your mother, Jotaro. It was me, Jotaro. Wait, this is the wrong universe. You're not Barry. You're Kyutaro Kyujo.
What's with this egg?
Oh God, I'm in a. What is it? What's that group called that make the boy love things? Clampa or something like that?
I don't know.
Clam? It's something. Nampa? No, that's
okay.
like.
Well,
that's
who do you think is
Pickup
the bigger? Who do you think is the bigger hater, Dio or Thawne?
Dio's impersonal. Thawne is personal. Oh. I mean... Oh, that Narga could just bitch toss the Oda Gauron. Good job, Narga.
Okay, so you know quite a bit about JoJo, right?
I mean... I know a good amount of everything up to part 5. And some of the background details.
Okay, well, what I'm asking has to do with Zeppeli, the Zeppelis.
Alright, I actually do...
Why do they always die?
The mentor must always perish. Just trope. The fact is, the Pellies are very much the mentor archetype, and going off the trope of a mentor. Rarely does a mentor survive, though I will say, at least with like... And most times, when they die, their main focus is that of aiding the JoJo in gaining more power or an understanding that they wouldn't have before, at the cost of their lives.
And then there's Caesar.
Caesar gave the Hamon boost to Joseph. The Hamon bubble.
Yeah, but he wasn't a mentor.
He was a rival in that scenario. And he at least did, like, he had greater mastery than Joseph, so he was a rival, and in some regards there was some of a mentor nature to him and his competition with Joseph.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm picking up your point down, but I'm giving you an I'm providing alternative theory.
Honestly, so if Caesar survived part 2, do you think he would have gotten a stand?
He innately has a stand with Hermit Purple.
Okay, that's fair. But
yeah,
I'm talking about something more unique.
Hermit Purple does manifest in different ways with different users of it, within different Hamon users. But I don't think...
Yeah, the only reason we know that is because of Jonathan.
But the honest truth is I don't think he would have a stand, for the simple fact there was no arrow at that point. And the reason that the other Joestars got their stands, including Joseph, and awoken in his body, was because Dio having Jonathan's body and gaining a stand effectively awoke it in the bloodline as a whole, due to Jonathan's spirit basically screaming to the rest of the family, "Hey, Dio's back!"
That's the best way that you can describe it. I fucking love it.
Anyways, I think a cutscene's gonna come up. I'll tell, but if I start talking suddenly, that's because cutscene, and if I keep talking, that's because not cutscene. So we'll figure this out as I continue to talk throughout this entire loading screen, and the answer was there is no cutscene.
Honestly, okay. Another thing. Do you think Kakyoin should have survived?
Okay, Ted, do I go for one last thing?
You know what, fuck it. Yeah, go for it.
Alright, let's fight Velkhana.
But do you think Kakyoin should have survived?
I don't have a strong opinion. Like, I myself don't have a strong opinion on if Kakyoin should have survived or not. Huh. Sorry, I'm just
Like,
shocked
okay,
by that.
the thing
like,
is-
huh, don't have a strong opinion on it, weirdly.
So the thing is, in one timeline, he does because of
Eyes of Heaven.
Heaven.
Yeah, Eyes of Heaven is the Eyes of Heaven is a canonical timeline, which is it's one of those weird things where it's like, yeah, Eyes of Heaven is a timeline that exists, that is like kind of canon in its own regard, and technically part of the Steel Ball Run. The Steel Ball Run. The Steel Ball Run timeline. Because it does include the corpse, and the corpse is a one of a kind. Which does leave the question, because Zeppeli is alive in that timeline too. Does that mean Zeppeli's alive in in JoJo Lands and JoJolion? But he's just not.
Theoretically.
But he's just not with the others. Huh. Questions for later.
Yeah, no, it's like the thing is, Kakyoin has always been one of my favorite characters.
There's, I can't say with any strong conviction if I feel like he should have survived. Like, I love the fan fictions, the fan art, the fan comics that people have made involving Kakyoin being a part of stuff being a part of part 4, but like nothing in my heart feels like him surviving was an absolute necessity.
So the thing is, I think he would have fit really well in Diamond is Unbreakable because his Hierophant Green would be one of the only stands that is meant for long-range combat.
Yeah, but also, and people have brought, this is not, okay, this is someone else's idea, I take no credit for this idea or anything of it, but people have pointed out how Kakyoin is a natural stand user, doesn't use an arrow or anything, so he himself talked about as a kid, he felt a level of loneliness because no one else had a stand and no one knew or could interact or even talk or even relate to him being a stand user. Meanwhile, within part 4, yeah, the others aren't are stand users that aren't natural stand users or freshly developing stand users, and might have that level of isolation. Anyways, there's a cutscene, so I'm gonna go quiet and I'll ask Ted, please be quiet so we can enjoy the show.
You got it. I'll mute myself.
Alright, I'll mute myself, and when I start talking, I'll be good.
We need the Dragon Razor ready now! There's our opening. Get moving! Man the cannons! Give it everything you've got! You guys ready? ready to fire. Orders, sir.
Do it!
Fire! Barricade!
Sorry for the delay. Report.
Grandfather, he's...
You are a leader. Buy some time. Show them that you've got what it takes.
We need more time to get the Dragon Razor ready. Protect that barricade with your life. You were the only one who's fought this Velkhana before. We can't fail here. And you, we need your help with the preparations. Let's get this thing ready ASAP.
Got it.
Celiana is done for. If we don't drive this thing back, hunters fight hard. And stay smart!
Oh, I love the huntsman in that cutscene. Sorry. Within that cutscene, the fact that the huntsman just full on is shown to be an absolute badass is just peak.
No, I get it.
Alright.
Assemble the Dragon Razor as quick as we can. Protect that barricade.
But, what were we talking about? I kind of forgot.
But at least within, like, many people have brought up the idea of Cat going in Part 4 as a character, and a common thing is him very much being a natural stand users alongside a town that has stand users. Some people point out, like, I think Araki's even mentioned, like, Kakyoin lived near Morio. And it's one of those where it's like stand user, the law of attraction for stand users, very much applying to that situation of, yeah, he was born in a town not too far away from Morio. So him very much, it would be him in his own home, basically, as a main part of it. Okay, I cannot actually block that. Okay, the ice beam I can block. Got it.
Like, I don't think he would show up in, obviously, I don't think he would show up in,
Part 5?
Yeah. If he does, then he would more than likely take Koichi's place, because, honestly, having Koichi go there felt a little odd.
Jotaro sent someone to investigate, and Koichi, and I think it's just one of those, like, he's only there for a temporary moment, and he's not there to be a main plot point. He was only there to confirm that, yes, Giorno is a person, and at least Koichi at least has a decent judge of character compared to the others. Like, out of all people in Morio, of the the gang, the investigation team from Diamond is Unbreakable, okay, Okuyasu is a bit of a meathead. Let's be blunt with that. Josuke is a hot-headed. Nope. Okay, I can't dodge. Apparently, I can't belly flop right now. So that's just BS. Like, the only one who could be reasonable and not immediately judgmental or just be like, alright, kill him, would have been Koichi, so he's the correct choice out of the option you have with the crew in Part 5.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When it comes to Stone Ocean, if Kakyoin was alive, I do think Kakyoin would be there.
I myself am like my own thoughts on that is like, I'm not fully sure. Like, I get the feeling, oh, okay, I need to dodge through that. Ah, damn it, ice walls. Alright. Well, think carefully. My thought process is I'll just keep firing until it's out of ammo, handler. Think carefully. Why be careful when I can kill? Come on. Can I? Yep. Alright.
When it comes... Okay, so the thing is, when it comes to Avdol, I do think he should have died.
Honestly, I think it's an idea. You need to set stakes, and you need to have people who will very much set those stakes. Avdol is a good person to have that because he is he is the most knowledgeable of stand users, and the fact him dying just shows how dangerous things are. Heck, I'll be honest, Iggy perished. Like even Iggy dying is just one of those. Okay, with the trope kicking the dog is a very.
I just think Araki hates dogs.
No, Araki has mentioned him and the reason why he has so many villains kill dogs. You know what the answer is, right?
What?
If you attack something like a dog or a cat with a character, you are instantly making them a monster because when have dogs ever been evil in most stories?
True.
So you have them do something horrendous like kick the dog, or throw the dog in the incinerator, or behead the dog, or well, how else were dogs killed in JoJo? Blended into into just a meat sauce. There's a lot of bad things that have happened to dogs in JoJo. I won't deny that, but they're always done by the most evil of people.
And then there's Steely Dan.
I mean, the most evil of people. Alright.
But it's one of those things where I do think some characters shouldn't have died, you know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, part 1, Zeppeli dying, that's understandable. Like, Jonathan had to leave the nest at some point.
Yeah, and Mentor dying, that's a pretty good time.
Caesar, I feel like he shouldn't have died the way he did, but it makes sense for who he is.
Yeah. A man burdened by a past and a legacy, but still following that same legacy in the same way, basically.
Kakyoin, I don't think he should have died, but that's just my opinion. I feel like he could have done a bit more. And honestly, I think another reason why I don't think he should have died is the fact that his parents don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, just that level of tragedy.
Avdol, I think he should have died. Iggy, I'm split on.
I think Iggy should have died. Alright, so
the reason why I'm split is because we already know how evil these guys are because because we know Vanilla Ice is evil because he's associated with Dio. We've had an entire part show how evil Dio truly is.
Dragon Racer being fired!
You know?
Yeah, but I think it needs to be. I think that was not like. We need to show the true level of depravity that is someone so devout to Dio.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like. The reason Iggy dies is because of how brutal he was to. Like. And that, I think, is a good scene for Polnareff. Him avenging Iggy is one of my more just
How is he?
Fear not.
beautiful scenes. Anyways, cutscene, gonna stop talking.
And I'll do the same.
Did a fine job back there.
Yeah. But it's not over yet. Everyone, good work today. Listen up. We managed to repel the Velkhana, but we have no idea if and when it'll strike again.
Get everything ready.
We need to move fast. Its nest is in the depths of the hinterlands. So I say, let's bring the fight to it!
Anyways. So,
Cutscene's all done.
yeah.
For Diamond is Unbreakable, I forgot Okuyasu's brother's name, but I do think he should have died because that's a big part of his character. Although I find it a little weird that when it comes to the movie, they changed how he dies. Because in the show it was Red Hot Chili Peppers, but in the movie it was sheer heart attack.
Yeah, but I think that's just because movies are trying to condense a lot of stuff into one convenient, tight little package that can't be condensed into one tight little convenient package.
Yeah.
Let's do what we can.
Shigechi, I'm on the fence about, honestly. Like, from a storytelling perspective, I get it. But he's a kid.
I think that is supposed to be the point, though, is because he is just a kid. And just showing the sheer depravity of Yoshikage Kirin, how far that man was willing to go for his own sick, twisted desires. I mean, there's a lot to just... Kira's an absolute bastard of a man.
Yeah.
He's a cool he's a cruel bastard, but he definitely has charisma with his just atrocities.
I'm trying to remember the other person. Let me.
Let's see. Let's see. Main gang members that Okuyasu temporarily, Shigechi, Love Deluxe, or no?
Yeah. Let me see.
I can't remember her name.
Looking her up. No, it's not Love Deluxe because that's Yukiko.
Yeah, but Cinderella. Cinderella's stand user.
Yeah. Aya. I do think she should have. Yeah. She needed to die.
Look, her for the story, it's, like I said, proves how much of a bastard Yoshikage Kira is, and also it's one of the most genuinely kind of horror. You get to understand how Kira is a monster. And I say that with I'm saying that as there's a big smile on my face. And yeah, you can see Kira is a monster. Yes.
Let's see. That's all the main characters that died in Diamond is Unbreakable. Now we're on to Golden Wind. Bruno 100% had to die because that was a big part of why Giorno took the stand arrow.
Yeah, no, good he was a sacrifice, and it's one of those MVP. Like,
Abakio... I'm kind of on the fence about Abakio.
look, his death was a punch to the gut.
I'm gonna fucking end you.
Look, I saw an opportunity and I'm gonna take it. And look,
Then there's Narancia. I really don't... I don't know about Narancia.
Narancia's death is one that I feel like personally is just one of those. It doesn't feel satisfying, but also I kind of feel like that's one of the main things about it is that it isn't supposed to be satisfying. It's caught up in panic, it's caught up in confusion. And in that confusion, all that occurs is just, well, someone like one of the members just dies in that confusion.
It's one of those things where, like, I understand why, but I don't think they should, you know?
I get that. I myself can't really... I myself hear of it, and to me it is just... Well, that kind of just occurs, and I don't have anything that's like, oh no, I want to scream, fight, and kick, scream, fight, and rebel against that death. It's just one of those, yeah, it occurred, and I don't feel like, I won't lie, I love Narancia as a character. I love their innocence and their idiocy, but like, I feel like their sudden death is not oh, that ruins the whole thing. I don't feel like it's something that's a major bad thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I get what you're saying. It's just
hard
one
to
of those things
describe.
where I'm not sure how I feel about it, you know?
Yeah. Technically, Polnareff is dead.
Technically, but it's a weird gray area.
Look, ghosts are a thing that are known in JoJo. So we just got a ghost.
Yeah.
No, wait, that's what I do. I do that. Okay, so with that, where's my
Let's just hope Polnareff never meets Josuke.
Yeah, no, that is actually something. Yeah, he doesn't. Alright, so yeah, Bakio punch in the gut. Alright. I do know, okay, part 6, everyone dies.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Like, everyone's just dead. And technically the villain won.
Yeah.
Like, just outright, he won.
Until a child punches him to death.
I mean, the child is the real victor by the end, in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
But also, how do you... Okay, let's see. Dads are... What are the, like... Okay. Excluding the end of part 6. Who were the deaths again?
Jotaro.
Well, yeah, but that he doesn't die until the end of part 6, so that's why I say excluding the end of part 6.
Oh, okay. So, from part 1 to 5?
Part Part 6 deaths, like people who die but not at the very end. That's what I'm referring to.
I don't know. I mean, Foo Fighters is one.
Yeah. Okay, so it's FF. I know Foo Fighters. Is there anyone else, though? Or is it just
I don't know.
FF?
I haven't watched it.
Oh. I was hoping you at least... No.
Yeah, no, I have yet to watch any of Stone Ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the downsides to that I haven't watched it all the way through myself, and I need to.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like when Stone Ocean came out, I was burnt out.
Yeah, that makes sense, and I don't blame you. But yeah, just
Okay, I should probably get off since it's after 4 for me.
yeah, and with that, okay. Also, hey Ted, wait, before we end the stream, I want you to look at my house.
Okay, I'm hopping off now. I just said that to you. Hey,
I heard that in
Okay,
the
well.
background. Hooray to yay, we
Yeah.
live with people, and we have fun conversations in the background.
Yeah, well, I'm hopping off, dude.
Can I at least ask you to do one thing before you hop off, if it's just alright?
What?
Just go to the stream and watch it so I can show you around my house.
Okay, give me a minute. I am watching the stream now.
Right here we have the fish pond.
Nice.
And over here we have the personal hot springs. And in the hot springs we have 3 little burbs. Look at those burbs.
Okay, well, just a minute. Gotta let my cat out. Buddy. Come on. Nice.
The burbs. Over here we have our tree with the several beetles. Now we get into the main area.
Are we almost done? Because I do need to
Yeah.
get to bed.
We have the fireplace and a couch with my bee. Then we have the bed and the rabbits. A little area for
Nice.
cooking. The wonderful glass. The third fleet banner to show respect to my generation of Monster Hunter. The 3rd generation. Here we have a nice little map of the entire new world. And now for the last of the tour. We have some birds sitting on a balcony. We got a dapper coral bird here. And we got our own little area for storage with some fruit, some drink, and a beautiful image of the handler. With a potato.
Nice.
And with that, to those watching the stream, hopefully have a good night. And, well, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's New Year's, happy New Year's. If it's any holiday, celebrate the holiday. If you don't know what a holiday is, look it up. There's probably something to celebrate.
What's National Ice Cream Day?
I don't know. That could be a question. Figure it when that is, and then celebrate it when it is that day. And we'll see you on the flip.
Or flop side.
Sayonara.
Peace out.
Broadcast. Stop.